Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guild 3 London. We do have now 2 crafts working at full speed. Valkin, well, we were starting with carrying water from the market of Brixton to one of our crafts, and now the only thing we do all day is, well, drive my workers. So I'm really just running around from one craft to the other and motivating my people, of course, in a friendly manner. And we do get some experience points with that, so let's have a look. Level 3 is not that far away anymore. We can do that. We also just, going to and fro, selling our goods here and there. That's all we need to do really at this point. It's fun. It's how we always imagined our life. And as we can see, there is some coin coming out from this craft. That means someone purchased my cattle. So we don't even have that much cattle here at the moment because, well, people keep purchasing them all the time. In that case, I don't even need to go to the market at the moment, In that case, where's Valkin? Did I just lose him? There he is, right? Because we need to continue driving my workers. There we have them. So here we have that. And here we have the cattle. Very good. We do have now almost 3,000 golden. Let's just call them golden at this point. And in that case, well, we do need to do something with the golden. And that is, we need to invest them. I actually wanted to go with another craft. The thing is, though, we do have the maximum amount of businesses that are allowed with this title at the moment. So in that case, well, I do need to go with the next title. This one gives me another business limit, 1+1. Let's claim the title. The yeomen generally own their own plot of land and pay taxes to the lords of the manor. They are not bound to carry out forced labor.
Congratulations.
And with that, we have the next title. We can now throw stones. That would be a legal activity in London. As we can see here too, information legal. If you are in the office that is responsible, for example, for this law, you can make it illegal, for example. And then people might come to you and pay you a handsome sum if you want to make it legal again. That is pretty cool. The other thing is we can ask a favor. So put a good word for you with the family and neighbors, then apologize to the neighbors and rate the kitchens. That is a children action here, those two. And once we have children, they can do that to earn early experience points while they're still children. Right, so that's that. Let's have a look around here. There's a craft that doesn't belong to a dynasty. And I want to see if we can actually purchase this one here. Oh, they want 7,000 golden for this one. Because of course, it is not in our interest that there are so many crafts around here, that they're basically rivals with us. In that case, I want to purchase them and get rid of them. We could do that either by purchasing those crafts, like this one here, for 7,000 if we had that much. Or, like in the case with a dynasty, either the dynasty gets destroyed and the buildings disappear, or become neutral like this one here. Or, well, we could raid them with our soldiers then and destroy them. Of course, the problem with that is if someone sees that, we could be brought to a judge or something like that, and could put to prison, something even worse than that. Now that we need to be careful, but the possibilities are endless. Now let's drive the workers here again, and after that we can continue selling our goods. 1,300. We have the yeoman now. In that case, we open up the miller's trade now, so we could have, well, a windmill and make barley flour or wheat flour out of this one. That would, well, I think, yeah, sell us a bit more. With that, if we have a next title, let's see, the resident. No, the resident doesn't enable us another business. The citizen then, once again, yes. The resident not. So that means we are limited to 3 businesses for quite some time. We have 2 crafts, so either we can go with the windmill soon if we want to, or, I mean, the windmill wouldn't be so bad because then we could finally use the wheat that we craft here as surplus, all the time, the wheat. Then we could finally use that in a windmill, right? As an additional source of income. For that I will need to look it up, how much we actually make with that. Let's go. I think it's with the essentials once again. Then we have wheat flour. Oh, and it's worth it quite a lot. 49 coin. So I think we have a new profession that we can go with, or a new building at least. Valkin is here. Let's sell the cattle. And let's sell the wheat for now. And with that, let's actually go to the central market of London here. As we can see here, there is no dynasty building yet. So those are all neutral buildings that we can purchase if we want to. In that case, oh, there's a dynasty member, but I was a bit surprised there. He's fighting with someone or whatever he's doing. dancing. But yeah, so far we are not that far behind. Of course, if a dynasty gets too strong, that would be a problem for us. If they try to kill us, then especially. So here we are at the Market of London. And let's sell the things. 19 cattle and 20 wheat. Oh, the wheat, that actually was a mistake. That was only 280 coin now. Last time it was 500 with 20 wheat. Doesn't matter. In that case, we have 2,800. So we can now go with the, yeah, miller's trade. Let's purchase that. Wait a second. Yeah, that would enable us the baker then. The baker and the butcher is the resident. Right, that's far away. Because I don't want to be a butcher. I want to be then the innkeeper, right? But the butcher, what I can see, is not even a building. I think that is just an additional option then in the croft. I think with the butcher we enable meat here then, and we could slaughter them then right at the croft. Something like that, probably.
No pay, will do.
Right, Valkin, you can sell some wheat again, because we have way too much of that, as always. And get that to this market this time. And in that case, let's purchase the miller's trade. There we have it. So we are now miller as well. And now we can build it. Of course, it will be a bit too expensive. 950, actually we can go with it. Miller's trade can be built in the village. Building security, customer satisfaction. Windmills mill the grain from the farmhouse into flour. This is an extremely profitable activity, as flour is a highly priced commodity. Best flour, let's get the windmill. And let's get the windmill, yeah, I think close to our crafts, right? Where we crafted ourselves. So we could have the windmill here somewhere. Over here. I think this is a good location here. Yes. And there we have the windmill. Our third business. While we continue selling. Valkin.
No gain. Good.
There you are. 680. So we made a bit of money there again. That's fine. Let's get back. Sir. Motivate my people. They should still be working.
Will do.
The cattle here. Yeah, we got enough cattle there again to sell. And as we can see, yeah, we're having just way too much of that. So we are having way too much of water. In that case, what I might actually do is I can focus the other one there on wheat as well. So for now, we just produce wheat only. And we could actually purchase the water. What I know is, or what I think is that water is so cheap. Look at that, 5 coins per water. We could just purchase it at the end of the day. For now, I want to know how the windmill works. Best flour. Because I never really built that. We always had the thieves and the herbalists. In this case, we're going full with the farmers. And so far, I like them.
What now?
Right, you can also speed those guys up here.
Can't help.
How far is your rep? Oh yeah, level 3 soon. Level 23. I want to go with the next level, get another charisma point, and then we're starting to find us a spouse. I think then is the time, right? And there we have the windmill now. Right, does need 2 employees again. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, this is not looking good. A linen sack. Alright, from a tailor. So with the... How much does it cost us? Oh god. It's not as profitable as I thought it would be. Okay, so this is the interesting one. This one here, we can put... Oh, actually we can sell it at 100 almost. And in that case we do need, however, to import, or well, to purchase linen sacks. That is a problem. And the wheat. Alright, so this will be a bit more complicated. Valkin, let's go to the market.
That won't take long.
Actually, first of all, let's take some cattle with you. I'm going to hire employees the next day then, because during night I usually pay the wages. Let's sell that at the market and wait for the next day. What a beautiful game, really. It's working so flawlessly now. There were lots of bugs a year ago, but now it's really working. And you can do so many things here. You can even play this game in multiplayer if you're interested in that. Play with your friends. There we have the cattle. A bit of money there again. Let's get back to this Oh, wait a second. How much does linen sacks cost us here? We can of course also look for them. Linen sacks. Yeah, they're a bit cheaper here. And autumn 1406. And let's purchase 20 for now. That's 600 coin. That's a lot. I'm a bit shocked here, to be honest, but well, that's how it works. Of course, we could go with the handicraft then as well at some point and craft the linen sacks ourselves, but right now we will need to purchase them every single time. Unfortunately, there's no work around that. We do have a transporter, so we can say she is getting the wheat. We can purchase her a cart as well, right? Because I only need one transporter in theory. We have one. She's bringing the water and the wheat to the craft. Then wheat again here. And purchasing the linen sacks, bringing it back to the mill and stuff like that. Yeah, something like that might work.
Yes.
Right now, let's unload the linen. And the only thing we need now is the wheat. Now that is something we get from here. Okay, now it's daytime. I didn't want to do so many things at nighttime because you barely see anything. So now we have it daytime. Let's have Valken. Valken here.
Good.
People's just started to work there. Let's get the wheat that we have too much of anyway. And let's get the 40 wheat there over to the windmill. Something else that we can do here is hire additional workers now. So we do have the add-ons. And with that, you open up a whole new ability for your buildings. So you can upgrade your buildings here. For example, for 150 coin, I could improve the productivity by, I think, 25%. Let's do that. So they work now a bit faster. And at the same time, I can have for 300 coin, one additional worker. 300 coin though, that will bring me quite low. So for now, let's just unload the goods here and let's hire another worker here. And this one is now producing us the wheat flour. Right, let's get Valken out of here because we're going to hire another one and he's also going with the wheat flour. So they're producing now the wheat flour that we can then hopefully sell for a nice profit, that is, because it does cost us a bit. Now we have to look at our transporter here at the trade route that we have at the moment. We have the trade route for riding high and the bottom field. Let's get the bottom field up there. So here, actually, wait a second. Before we do that, can we get Elaine? Can we? Yes, we can send her to the market. And I want to purchase her a cart if we can afford that. Oh no. Carrying bag would be the only thing that we could afford. That gives us an additional storage slot. But that's fine already. I think we can go with that. Oh, there's nothing in store here. Right, that's a very basic market. Unfortunately. Sorry for that, but we cannot increase our storage for now. What do we need to do? Well, we need to do that here. We have the wheat here. The bottom field, riding high. We unload that. Then we're going to add another one. Again in bottom field. Where we're going to add the wheat. And then we go for our windmill. Best flour. Where we're going to unload the wheat. So that way we save a bit of money there because we don't need to pay another transporter. In that case, it's very short distances anyway, so this should work, you know. So that, bring it to riding high, back again, getting the wheat to the best flour, and rinse and repeat. That should work. Let's just watch and hope that this works. My Valken in the meantime, well, he can do what he's doing best, drive the workers.
Of course.
It won't stay fresh forever.
It won't stay fresh forever.
Where would you like to go?
Okay, there we have Elaine. Transporting that over here now. She's going back to the bottom field craft. She should then be loading wheat. She is loading wheat and delivering that to the windmill. Very good. Problem though is we don't have enough wheat here in the bottom field, right? So in that case, we might just have the upgrade here soon. And oh yeah, we have enough cattle. Let's get the cattle over to the market.
I'm hurrying.
And as you can see, it gets, well, complicated quite quickly in that case, because we need to be very careful of how we want to save our money. We are very low at the moment. Of course, our employees cost us a lot of money. And that is working though. Let's sell the cattle, make a bit of money there. Unfortunately here there's nothing here as well. No carrying bag or anything. That makes the transporter a bit better. But we do have a bit of money now, and let's use that to have another worker here. And let's also use the productivity bonus down there.
This time I'll catch those.
Let's get back, and now we can hire an additional worker, and he is going with the wheat there. Right, so we have the wheat on 2 of them now, because we need way more wheat than that. I hope this is working out.
An employee has reached a new
We have
professional
enough water there for now.
Won't stay fresh
Here,
forever.
yeah, wheat flour is being produced. Problem now is though that we are running out of wheat rather quickly.
I am the master. Good.
So Valkin is going with that. Let's get a bit of wheat here and deliver that to the windmill. But I really don't want to do that myself all the time. I want to automate that as much as possible. And linen sacks are running out as well. So what we need to do here, let's get the wheat flour, and I think we need to get to the Roman market with that, because prices are the best over here.
I'm hurrying.
Sell it ourselves and then get the linen bag as well. So the windmill is a bit more complicated than anticipated. Right, we do have enough wheat here now. Elaine brought a bit more. Problem now is that linen sacks are out, so we need to purchase that as well. Alright, let's have a look at the trade route once again. And after bottom field, windmill, let's add an additional one, that is Brixton, the market of Brixton. Let's get that in front of the mill. So we're purchasing the wheat here, and we're purchasing the linen sack here as well. There it is. In that case, not 10 though. That is just insane. Let's try it with 5 for now. Alright, and we can then unload it here. All of it. Alright. Best flour, there we load those things here, and then we unload them. And I hope this works. Meanwhile, Valkin, let's sell what we have. 1,300, that's pretty good. So the windmill is profitable though. It's not a bad thing. But I think we will need another transporter. Okay, let's see. Where's Elaine? We need to be very careful with that, because if she purchases too much of that, we could be bankrupt way too quickly.
Master.
Okay, so that's 3 wheat only. Yeah, we really don't have more in this croft here.
Get where to?
She's loading that right now. And with that, she's on her way now. So she has 7 wheat in her inventory. And then she's going to the market with that. And there she should be purchasing only 5 linen sacks. And I hope that kind of works. Here she is. 180 coin we just lost. 5 linen sacks, very good. And with that she goes back now to the windmill, where we already have done enough. So yeah, there we have the linen sacks. So she's producing. Of course 5 doesn't seem to be enough. Right, so that's that. I don't know. I think we'll need another additional croft just for the windmill to work. Because I think, in this case, let's actually edit the route and purchase 15. Right. 15, because those workers are working really fast on that. And yeah, they're running out of the linen sacks before Elaine even left the building.
Will do.
And because it's night, let's actually get all the cattle that we have and deliver that to the market to sell that in addition. So we have now 2 sources of income. Actually, let's get back to the windmill there, because yeah, over here we have the wheat flour as well. So we now have 2 goods that we can sell. So I will definitely have a second transporter now that is then collecting that one here and the cattle, bring it to the market and purchase the linen on his way back. I think this is the best choice to automate the whole process here. And Valkin is on his way back on a beautiful winter night, that is. What a beautiful game indeed.
I
And we haven't even started yet, guys. We haven't even started yet. There's more to come. Let's just wait until Valken is at the market. And anyway, let's wait until we have a new morning upon us. And a new day is dawning. Valken is back at the market. I wanted to get the linen sacks here. Since we don't have any cards for now. Yeah, no dynasty is so far that they would be able to purchase or, well, produce cards and sell them to us. Because, of course, we can only do stuff that our dynasty or that our rivals can do. And no one is that far yet. So let's get Valken there, purchase some linen sacks for the windmill ourselves. And yeah, we do need a second transporter. That's the thing here. So we do have now some of that. They can produce. Very nice. Let's motivate them. And let's build a new trade route. So in that case here, we do have Elaine. She's doing a good job there, no doubt, but we can do it better. Now in that case, Elaine, if I click on her, she's on the trade route. It's a bit tricky to select her with the route. There we have the route. Now the route is as follows. Let's see, bottom field, bottom field. There we have the bottom field where we produce the water and the wheat. So she's going to that with riding high, unloading it, and then she's going from bottom field once again and going to not Brixton to best flour right away. There she's only unloading the wheat that we got from there, from the croft, because the croft was doing that in the meantime, you know. So that's a rather simple one. Okay, so the first trade route is working now. It is distributing the flour, well, the wheat, that is, this one here, to this croft here and to the mill, hopefully in a good, you know, ratio so that everyone gets as much as they need. Now, the other thing is that we have another transporter here now, and that is the one with the linen sacks. Now, this one here, we want to create a new trade route here. Strangely enough, I cannot use the other trade route that we created here, but well, let's create one here. And this one is a bit more complex. This one here now has a few stops. The first one is the Miller's Delights, our windmill. The second one is the Riding High Croft that we have. And the third one is, oh god, one of the markets, that is. Nope, we have to, let's save it for now. Let's have a look how the market is called again. It's the Harbor Market, is that right? Harbor Old Saxons Market, right? This one, Old Saxons Market. Let's choose this one, the Old Saxons Market. There it is, right? So this one here. Now in the Miller, we choose to take the wheat flour with us. Wheat flour, lots of that. In the Riding High, we choose to take the cows with us, or the cattle. And in the Harbor Market, we sell the cows and we sell the wheat flour, right, by -20. So we sell those things here. Oh, not -1. That's, and in the Harbor Market, we're also purchasing the linen sacks, this one here. And I think we're purchasing 10 for now, and I hope that is not over the top. And in the Miller's Delight, we are, well, unloading the sacks again, all of it. And let's save this one, and let's use it. And then we just see if it's working or not. So Lorena, she's now on her way doing that. Oh, and she actually has a backpack there with us. So she's smart. She does have a bit, but she doesn't have... Oh, actually she has a carrying bag. Now this is interesting. I did not expect that to see it yet. She has a carrying bag. I was already wondering what the hell she's wearing there on her back. But she does have something. She's a smart one. And she can actually have 3 slots. So we could actually have a 3rd slot here, selling even more if we want to. So in that case, what comes to mind, for example, is in this croft here, we have way too much wheat. You know, we're just overproducing here. So she could actually take that with her as well. Let's have a look. Let's go for Riding High. Here, now we add this one, and we add the 3rd one, which is the wheat only. That one. And let's say only 10. Let's not go over the top here, right? And we can sell it then in the harbor here. There we sell it. All of it. Right? So this should still work now. And she is doing that. We get the warnings there every time that the numbers don't add up. Like I only add 10 and sell 20. But of course I'm doing that because I want to sell everything and only want to load 10. Now let's have a look. Where is she? Can we... There she is.
I'm thirsty.
So she's on her way now. Is that her? No, that's not her. Where is my transporter? Lorena.
Master, I'd like to talk about how you've planned your route. It's simply too far.
Oh, she cannot do the route or what? It seems like there's a problem. It seems like she cannot go that far to the market. Is that right? Stop the trade route.
I'm onto it.
No, now she's on her way. Let's speed it up and just look
Someone
at that.
has spoken
She's
well
going over
about
there.
you.
She's now loading the other things. Oh, she has lots of cattle with her now. Actually, more cattle than necessary because I think she was on her way when I restarted the route. And yeah, she started the route now 2 times. But for now, we need to manually sell the rest of the cattle there before we can do anything else. Right, so here at the market,
There already.
she also sells the other cattle there. But she purchased the linen bags, so that's the fine thing. I think for now, once again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to manually unload the linen bags there too. So I don't think the game is smart enough to, you know, distinguish when I started the route. So in that case, let's get over there back to my mill and do the same thing. Now for this first haul of what she's done, we already have 5,500 money now. So the cattle and the wheat that we sold there was worth a lot. I'm really happy to see that. With that, we can even speed up the production even further. Well, first of all, let's unload. And now she can be on the route again, active route. This one, now she's on the route. Very good. She's doing that. The other trader, I can see that we don't have any wheat here. Or not really much, by the looks of it.
It pops and malt, may God exalt.
Yeah, the problem is that we probably will need another craft. That is just... It's not working out otherwise, so... Or, well, we could make it a bit differently, and that is wheat distribution. Let's have a look at it again. We load 20 wheat here, so let's get rid of this step here, and of... No, actually that's fine. And we load 10 here. We only unload 10 here. And we unload the rest in Miller's Delight. Right, so we make it a bit simple, but in that case, both of them get equal the amount. Because right now, the craft number 1 is getting most of it, like gets everything. And then whatever the craft is able to craft in the meantime is then being delivered to the windmill. That is something that is just not working out. So in that case here, now we have it, and now we should then have enough wheat coming in here. Now with that, of course, I will have to remake the route here, this one here, because now I don't want to have the wheat here anymore in riding the light. Right, so this is gone for this trade route. Unfortunately. So now we just need to wait for Lorena. She's over here. I cannot even click her. There she is. She's really fast for her size. And in that case, let's just get rid of the wheat. Can we do that? I probably couldn't do that. Then I'm just doing it myself now, like that, right? So we have the cattle. For some strange reason, we have 20 cattle now. There are 2. Oh, these trade routes, they're tricky. They're a tricky beast. Still don't quite understand them. We have the wheat flour here now. She's getting more cattle now at the market because she's only going to sell 20 now and keeping the other 20, you know. So in that case, the poor lady is right now carrying 40 cattle on her back. Quite the woman that we have there. Now we can sell that, and while we are actually talking around here that much, optimizing our trade route, the money is insane that we have. We can do a lot of things with that, a lot of good things.
I'm on my way.
Right, let's sell the other cattle that we have there, and now she can be on her way on a normal trade route. And with that, the trade route is working too. We have now a functional production chain here. We are making a good amount of money there. And from now on, it only goes up, I tell you that. Stay tuned.